Good morning, HighPointe Services. It's Wednesday, July 16th, 2025, National Hot Dog Day. Let's get ready for learning. Put yourself in a comfortable position and follow the video.
Hi, it's Eve here. Welcome to this short guided exercise designed to give you a moment to yourself, because you and your well-being matters. And it can be really hard to make time for ourselves. There are always so many competing priorities, and that is especially true if we're taking care of others, whether that's as a parent or caring for an elderly or sick family member. Or perhaps you just need to step back from work or to take a break from your studies. It is all too easy to get lost in all the obligations that we have. So my intention with this exercise is to help cultivate some space that is just for you. Your self-care time is just as important as everyone else's. And if you are taking time to nurture yourself, it means that you can then show up for those around you in a more meaningful and compassionate way. Okay, let's take a moment to get settled, whether you're sitting down or lying down, knowing that this time is for you. So allowing your shoulders to soften, the hands to just rest in your lap or down by your sides. Closing the eyes if that feels right for you, or adopting a soft downward gaze. And taking a couple of nice big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And with each inhalation, that sense of breathing in space for yourself. And with each exhalation, that sense of letting go of whatever is not serving you. And allowing your breathing to return to its natural rate and rhythm in and out of the nose. Connecting in with the physical points of contact, the body pressing down into the seat, and perhaps offering the following kind phrase to yourself. And you can adapt it however you like. You deserve this time. You matter, and so does your well-being. It is as if you are talking to a friend, being kind and gentle. So just taking a moment with that now. So guiding your attention to rest with the breath, just tracking the sensation of breathing and knowing that the mind will wander off, perhaps get caught up in the long to-do list, responsibilities. It's okay, we can meet it with kindness, even saying, thank you, but not right now, and coming back to the breath. So noticing when the mind wanders, thank you, but not right now, and gently coming back to the breath. So coming back to the physical points of contact, the body in the seat, that sense of being held and supported. Perhaps noticing sounds around you, opening the eyes if you had them closed, and noticing how it feels to have given yourself 5 minutes. 5 minutes just for you, to pause and to nurture the mind and body. And I invite you to take with you your kind phrase, perhaps putting it on a post-it note or somewhere you can see it, to remind yourself that your well-being matters. Time for you is really important.
Thank you, HighPointe. It's time to say hello. Find someone to say good morning to and shake their hand. Give them your bright smile for the day. I'll give you some time. Please find your way back to your seats. Today is National Hot Dog Day. When we think of summer, hot dogs come to mind almost immediately. It's just a part of the overall experience. A summer day at the amusement park or at a baseball stadium pairs nicely with the hot dog, or tofu dog for those of you who prefer a meatless version. Hot dogs don't have to be made with meat, and anyone can enjoy the age-old American favorite food any time of the year. Sure, hot dogs can be purchased and enjoyed at any time of the year. However, July 16th is absolutely the day we hold them in the highest regard. Let's look at some hot dog trivia. The term hot dog was derived in the 19th century at a time when German immigrants brought their own culinary traditions with them to the New World. It is believed they brought America's first hot dogs to New York, originally referred to as a dachshund sausage. Their long shape resembled the beloved dachshund pups. Around 1870, Charles Feltman, a German immigrant, began to sell hot dogs out of a stand on Coney Island. He sold over 3,600 Frankfurters in a bun that year alone. Hot dogs became a household name in the late 19th century when casual food lover and baseball team owner Chris Von DeHay of the St. Louis Browns, now known as the Baltimore Orioles, brought baseball and the hot dog together at his own amusement park. Popular ways of celebrating Hot Dog Day are hot dog eating contests, specials on hot dogs at stores, including 7-Eleven and Sonic, and even wiener dog races. Let's look at some big hot dog numbers. 7 billion, the estimated number of hot dogs consumed by Americans from Memorial Day to Labor Day. 150 million, the number of hot dogs consumed during the 4th of July holiday. 20.4 million, the number of hot dogs eaten by baseball fans at Major League ballparks during the season. 350 million pounds, the amount of hot dogs purchased from retail stores by Americans. 20 billion, The number of hot dogs consumed by Americans in a year. 70. The average number of hot dogs consumed per person each year in America. 95%. The percentage of homes in the United States that consume hot dogs. 15%. The percentage of hot dogs purchased from street vendors. 9%. The percentage of hot dogs purchased at ballparks. 1900. The year when the term hot dog first appeared in print in the Oxford English Dictionary. 60 million. The number of hot dogs sold by 7-Eleven in 2014. 100 million. The number of hot dogs sold by 7-Eleven in 2017. Those are our big hot dog numbers. So, is a hot dog a sandwich? According to a survey conducted by Cognito Forms, 57% of Americans say a hot dog on a bun is not a sandwich, while 33% believe it is a sandwich. The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council also maintains that a hot dog on a bun is not a sandwich. What are your favorite toppings? Here are some of the most common. Mustard, a versatile topping that comes in delicious varieties. Ketchup, the classic hot dog condiment. Onions, a huge flavor enhancer providing both crunch and sweetness. Chili, a robust savory experience. Relish, pickled cucumber goodness to add a bit of sweet or tart. And coleslaw, a creamy and delightful addition. What are your favorite toppings? I'll give you a minute to share. The weather today in both Fort Collins and Centennial, partly sunny with highs in the low 90s. Our word of the day, frankfurter. It is a noun such as a cylindrical meat sausage. The letter from Yosemite Postmaster Fred C. Alexander, dated June 29, 1926, was meant to set the record straight regarding a shipment of 50 pounds of frankfurters from San Francisco. What does this picture make you think? Our quote of the day from Humphrey Bogart, movie star: a hot dog at the game beats roast beef at the Ritz. Our joke of the day today: why aren't hot dog ads allowed on NASCAR race cars? The reason hot dog ads aren't allowed on NASCAR race cars? Because no one else would be able to catch up. Let's see what happened today in history.
July 16th, 1945. The world's first test of a nuclear weapon as the United States explodes an atomic bomb in the desert near Alamogordo, New Mexico. Weeks later, the U.S. drops atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, bringing World War II to an end. 1973. On Capitol Hill, former White House aide Alexander Butterfield reveals President Richard Nixon's secret taping system. The disclosure during Senate hearings probing the Watergate scandal plays a pivotal role in Nixon's resignation the following year. 1999.
I have fought the good fight. I have finished the course. I have kept the faith.
John F. Kennedy Jr., son of America's 35th president, dies when the plane he is piloting plunges into the Atlantic Ocean. Kennedy's wife, Carolyn, and her sister, Lauren Bassett, are also on board and killed in the crash off Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. 2004. Martha Stewart is sentenced to 5 months in prison and 5 months of home confinement by a federal judge in New York for lying about a stock sale. And 1969.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
Apollo 11 lifts off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida on the first manned mission to the surface of the moon. Today in history, July 16th. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
Let's play Would You Rather. Today's Would You Rather about hot dogs. Would you rather have only mustard on your hot dog, or would you rather have only ketchup on your hot dog? If you would rather have only mustard on your hot dog, please move to the whiteboards if you are in Centennial. If you would rather have only mustard on your hot dogs and you're in Fort Collins, please move toward the fireplace. If you would rather have only ketchup on your hot dogs and you're in either Fort Collins or Centennial, move to the windows. I'll give you a minute. Would you rather have only mustard on your hot dog or only ketchup on your hot dog? All right, let's hear from those of you on each side of the room. Let's start with those of you by the whiteboards in the fireplace. Why would you rather only have mustard on your hot dogs? I'll give you some time and your leader will call on you. Let's hear from those of you on the other side of the room. Why would you rather only have ketchup on your hot dogs? I'll give you some time and your leader will call on you. Thank you so much, and you may return to your seats. And it is client time. Time to share our lives and build relationships. What would you like to say today? Maybe you want to talk about a picnic you've been on where you've eaten hot dogs, or a time at the ballpark when you had hot dogs with a friend. Share something today and be a client friend. Thank you for sharing your lives. Let's see what our activities are today. In Centennial, Enrichment and Engagement, 8 o'clock arrival, 9:15 transition to lessons and SCC. your morning outing is Main Event Bowling. At 9:30, Enrichment, Laughter Therapy Cubes. At 9:30, Engagement Morning Meeting. 10 o'clock, Enrichment Morning Meeting. 10 o'clock, Engagement Book Club. 10:30, Enrichment Book Club. 10:30, Engagement Laughter Therapy Cubes. And lunch at 11 o'clock. In Fort Collins, Enrichment and Engagement, 8 o'clock arrival. 9:15, transition to lessons and SCC. Your morning outing is Fort Collins Farmers Market. At 9:30, Enrichment Laughter Therapy Cubes. At 9:30, Engagement Morning Meeting. At 10 o'clock, Enrichment Morning Meeting. At 10 o'clock, Engagement Book Club. At 10:30, Enrichment Book Club. At 10:30, Engagement Laughter Therapy Cubes. At 11 o'clock is lunch. This afternoon in Centennial, Enrichment and Engagement, 12 o'clock Tech and Choice Activities with lunch for returning SCC clients. And your afternoon outing enrichment is Stanley Market. Your afternoon outing engagement is Highlands Ranch Library Park. And this afternoon, 12:55, Enrichment Table Games, 12:55 Engagement, Minute to Win It. And at 1:30 Enrichment, Minute to Win It. At 1:30 Engagement, Table Games. In Fort Collins this afternoon, Enrichment and Engagement Tech and Choice Activities with lunch for returning SCC clients. And your afternoon outing is Art for the Heart and Piano Stroll. At 12:55 Enrichment Table Games. At 12:55 Engagement, Minute to Win It. And at 1:30 Enrichment, Minute to Win It. And at 1:30 Engagement, Table Games, followed by Departure. In Centennial Development today, 8 o'clock arrival, 9:15 transition to lessons and SCC, your morning outing Main Event Bowling. 9:30 morning meeting, 10 o'clock independent skills, 10:30 art, 11 o'clock lunch, 12 o'clock fitness and movement with lunch for returning SCC clients. And your afternoon outing is Park Meadows Mall. 12:30 social activities, 1 o'clock book club, 1:30 independent skills, 2 o'clock puzzles and departure. In Fort Collins for development, AM 8 o'clock arrival, 9:15 transition to lessons and SCC, your morning outing Benson Sculpture Park. 9:30 morning meeting, 10 o'clock independent skills, 10:30 art, 11 o'clock lunch. And this afternoon, 12 o'clock fitness and movement with lunch for returning SCC clients. And your afternoon outing to Benson Sculpture Park. 12:30 social activities, 1 o'clock book club, 1:30 independent skills, 2 o'clock puzzles, and your departure. Today's positive affirmation. Say this over and over to yourself today. I am grateful for this life and the opportunities it brings. Have a wonderful day, and remember, have a hot dog today any way you like it.